Good afternoon, folks. My name is Warren Anderson. I've been a master gardener here for close to 20 years. And today I'm going to talk to you about seed germination. Why do people worry about seed germination? Your goal here is to plant something that grows, is what you're here to do. And excuse me while I get this thing going. On that, who's in charge of seed germination here in the state? The Tennessee Crop Improvement Association. It's located over in Dixon, Tennessee. Right there, they establish foundation seed, superior seed, and certified seed. Now, most of you are going to be using certified seed in your garden. And this is the logo for the Crop Improvement Association. Yes, they work with tobacco, wheat, turf grass, soybeans, corn, and garden vegetables. What is seed germination? It's the sprouting of the embryo that's stored inside the seed, which is either an angiosperm or a gymnosperm. Angiosperms are the dicots, the gymnosperms are the monocots. This would include the grasses and pines. Seeds, they're viable entities. They can't be. There's an embryo inside there. There's food reserves inside there that's stored in the cotyledons, and it's wrapped around in a seed coat. And the goal here is that you assume all the embryos are alive. Seeds germinate. What do they need? They need moisture. They need temperature. And depending on the type of seed, they may have individual needs. And you can see there, the seed over there on the left, germinating, and the sprouting of the roots and the cotyledons coming out. All seeds need the correct moisture in order to germinate. This is going to be anywhere from 50 to 75% of field capacity. If you don't know what field capacity is, think of a moist kitchen sponge. As long as it's damp but not wet, you're going to do fine. Seeds need to be in contact with the soil. Seeds also need air to germinate. There has to be an exchange of gases between the embryo, the living embryo, and the atmosphere. Seeds consume oxygen and they give off carbon dioxide. Now, with poor aeration and overwatering, you're actually going to suffocate the seeds. Most seeds germinate in the dark. Right there. There are a few species that need a little bit of light. These are the ones, the very small seeds you're going to plant close to the surface. Seeds imbibe water. They soak it up. They activate the enzymes inside the embryo and the cotyledons. The radicle, or the root, is the first thing to emerge from the seed. The Tennessee Department of Agriculture and the Tennessee Crop Improvement Association follow the recommendations for the seed testing put out by the Association of Official Seed Analysts. And again, whether it's corn, soybeans, whether it's Swiss chard, carrots, any kind of vegetable, again, you need to understand there is a lot of good information on this seed package or seed tag. And it's important information. This is an example of a seed tag that's put out by the Tennessee Crop Improvement Association. It tells you some information here on this example. It's for a grama grass. It's purity, crop, percentages, inert, weed seeds, noxious weeds. How many seeds in this package will actually germinate? If there were 100 seeds, 80 of them should germinate. There are dormant seeds in the total germination. And again, you've got the weight and when it's tested. The key thing here is on testing, never buy old seeds. And there should be a date on there. And that date is something you should go by. 6 months to a year later, it's fine. But after that, it's old seed and they're great for bird seed. Purity. How many seeds in the package are actually the seeds you want to plant? Is there inert material in there? Is it chaff, sticks, dirt, other types of debris? Are there weed seeds in there that you really don't want to have to weed out? And noxious weeds. These are weeds that are really restricted by state law. And again, you see an example here of kudzu that ran wild. Right there, it can cause economic damage. Dormant seeds or hard seeds, as they just have a real impermeable seed coat. Total viability, what's the germination on that? How many of the seeds will actually germinate where the roots will come out? In this example, pure seed in there was 30%, viable seed 90%, total weight was 50 pounds, and then there's a PLS here, which is pure live seed. These are the seeds you can actually expect to germinate out of this whole bag. And the pure live seed is calculated by the purity times the viability or germination rate, right there, and then times the total weight of the bag. If you need examples of just seed germination, there's a very good one put out here by the Murray Extension Service, and there's a Facebook page for it. Another one right here is put up. This is in Giles County. This is another video you can use for your information. The largest seed is a coconut. Coco de Mure. This seed can weigh up to 40 pounds, 12 inches long. Takes anywhere from 6 months at most to germinate. Orchid seeds, some of the smallest seeds, 1.2 million seeds weigh a gram. A gram is a paper clip. They'll take anywhere from 1 to 9 months to germinate. Fescue or grass seed, pasture seed. You're talking about 250,000 seeds weigh about a pound. And this 250,000, you're talking about 250,000. And here, what are we talking about in terms of how long it takes to germinate? 7 days to 21 days on that. Yellow mustard. This is another small seed, but it's not as small as orchid seeds. 100,000 seeds will weigh a pound. Takes anywhere from 8 to 10 days to germinate. If you want to do your own demonstration on seed germination, here you go. And again, we're talking about germinating the seed, the primary root, going through the initial stages. Take out 10 seeds and put them on a paper towel. Roll the paper towel up, right there, and stick it in a container of water, right there, for about a week. Again, the dark color at the top of the page, there are the seeds you've laid out. Roll it up, put a rubber band around it, stick the other end in a glass of water right there, and let it sit so it gets moist. You can have a data sheet on this, the name of the vegetable, the number of seeds you use, or the number of seeds you put into the Scott towel right there. Days to germinate. For most commercial seeds, you're looking at anywhere from 1 week to 21 days. And then last, the number of seeds that germinated. And then you can calculate the percent germination. That's going to be the number of seeds germinated divided by the number of seeds used. And here you go. There's your calculations. By the way, this is the same way you calculate grades. Any questions? And again, thank you for your time. And all? Oh, we're still recording.